For years, buying American fighter jets was a given for NATO allies. The F-35 was supposed to be the latest must-have, a stealthy, high-tech marvel with a price tag to match. But in early 2025, Portugal broke the script. Instead of lining up for the F-35, they announced they were seriously considering the Swedish Saab Gripen. The reaction? Shock in Washington and Lockheed Martin's boardrooms. Portugal, of all places, was questioning the established order. This wasn't just about replacing old F-16s. It was a bold statement. Maybe the F-35's sky-high costs and complexity aren't worth it. Portugal's defense minister spoke of European alternatives and geopolitical uncertainty, code for wanting more independence from US influence. Buying the F-35 means buying into the entire American military-industrial system. Portugal's move signaled that some countries are rethinking whether that's a good deal. NATO's strategy has always relied on everyone flying the same jets for interoperability. But Portugal's open flirtation with the Gripen, confirmed by Saab's CEO in April 2025, raised a big question. Can you be a loyal NATO member and still make your own smart, cost-effective choices? The answer could reshape how NATO countries approach defense, and give hope to others feeling the pressure to buy American. Portugal's decision isn't just about jets, it's about challenging decades-old assumptions and putting national interests first. The world is watching to see who follows next. Portugal isn't alone. Canada, after a change in government, put its massive F-35 order under review in 2025. For Canada, the F-35 was supposed to be a done deal, until they saw the bill and started questioning the wisdom of tying their defense to a single expensive American project. The F-35's problems are clear: astronomical purchase and operating costs, and a dependency on US support for everything from software to spare parts. That dependency is starting to look risky, especially after years of America-first politics and trade tensions. Nations are asking, do we need a gold-plated stealth fighter, or a reliable, affordable workhorse we can actually fly? Enter the Gripen. It's not just cheaper to buy, it's dramatically cheaper to operate, about $7,000 per flight hour, compared to the F-35's sky-high costs. That means more flying, better pilot training, and higher readiness. The Gripen also offers more independence. You're not locked into US supply chains or politics. For countries like Portugal and Canada, the choice is becoming clear: a handful of expensive hangar queens, or a larger fleet of capable fighters that are always ready to go. The F-35's monopoly is cracking as nations look for smarter, more sustainable options. The debate is no longer about prestige, it's about practicality and sovereignty. The Gripen is making common sense cool again. The world's defense market is waking up, and the F-35's aura of inevitability is fading fast. Portugal's move was bold, but Brazil's decision in 2014 was revolutionary. Brazil needed new fighters. Instead of picking the usual American or French options, they chose the Gripen, and struck a deal that changed the game. The price was a bargain, but the real genius was in technology transfer. Saab didn't just sell jets, they taught Brazilian engineers how to build and maintain them. A full production line was set up in Brazil, creating high-tech jobs and national pride. By 2023, the first Brazilian-assembled Gripen was flying. It was the first time the jet had been built outside Sweden. This partnership model is Saab's secret weapon. Instead of just selling a product, they offer an entire industrial ecosystem. Brazil became a regional hub for aerospace technology, and Saab's approach is now being offered to other buyers, including Portugal. This isn't just a defense purchase, it's an investment in national industry and skills. The American model keeps customers dependent. Saab's model makes them partners. Hundreds of skilled jobs, new technology, and a boost to the local economy. This is what modern defense deals can look like. The Gripen's success in Brazil is a template for the future. It's not just about jets, it's about building a nation's capabilities. Saab's approach is changing the economics of air power, and it's making the Gripen irresistible to countries that want more than just hardware. So what makes the Gripen so disruptive? It's not the stealthiest or flashiest jet, but it's a masterpiece of smart, efficient design. Built for a small, neutral country, the Gripen had to be reliable, affordable, and deadly effective. Its operating cost is a fraction of its rivals, about $7,000 per hour. That means more flying, sharper pilots, and better readiness. Maintenance is a breeze. The Swedes designed it so a small team can swap the engine in under an hour, even in the field. But don't mistake low cost for low tech. The Gripen packs advanced radar, sensors, and can carry top-tier European missiles like the Meteor. Its real superpower? Flexibility. The Gripen can operate from simple road bases, not just big airfields. That means it's hard to wipe out in a surprise attack. Jets can scatter, hide, and keep fighting. For smaller countries, this is a huge strategic advantage. The Gripen's design is all about practical, clever solutions. It's not about showing off. It's about winning where it counts. The F-35 may be a technological marvel, but the Gripen is the jet you can actually use every day. It's the David to the F-35's Goliath, armed with a very sophisticated slingshot. In a world of expensive hangar queens, the Gripen is the fighter that's always ready to go. And that's what has the big players rattled. Buying jets today is about more than hardware. Nations want jobs, technology, and a boost to their own industries. Saab gets this. Their sales pitch isn't just about the Gripen's performance, it's about partnership. The Brazil deal is the gold standard. Not just jets, but technology transfer, local assembly, and training for engineers. This model is now on offer to countries like Portugal, with local firms like Agma set to benefit. Money spent on jets comes back as jobs and skills, not just hardware. Saab's approach stands in stark contrast to the F-35 program, where the US keeps tight control over technology. With Saab, countries become true partners, not just customers. It's a new way to think about defense spending, and it's catching on. For years, the Gripen's biggest hurdle was Sweden's non-NATO status. Buyers worried about interoperability and political reliability. That changed in 2024 when Sweden joined NATO. Suddenly, the Gripen became a NATO jet, built by a NATO member. The political argument against buying Swedish vanished overnight. Now, the Gripen is fully interoperable and comes with the alliance's stamp of approval. For countries like Portugal, this makes the decision much easier. Buy European, stay in the club, and keep costs down. The timing is perfect. Europe wants more defense autonomy, and the Gripen fits that narrative. It's a top-tier European fighter, now with full alliance integration. The Gripen's new status is opening doors across Europe and beyond. Even countries outside NATO like Thailand are reaffirming their preference for the Swedish jet. The Gripen is no longer an outsider, it's a contender. The Gripen isn't perfect. Its engine is American-made, which means every sale needs US approval. That gives Washington leverage and could block deals if politics get tense. The F-35 also has an edge in data fusion and networked warfare. The Gripen can't quite match its quarterback-in-the-sky capabilities. For air forces planning to operate closely with F-35s, this could be a concern. Even so, the Gripen's strengths are winning over countries that want independence and value. The rise of the Gripen is more than a Swedish success story, it's a global shift. For decades, the US dominated the fighter jet market. The Gripen has shattered that monopoly. It's proven you don't need to spend a fortune for a credible, potent air force. Saab's partnership model empowers nations, builds industries, and fosters national pride. The Gripen isn't just a jet, it's a platform for ambition and independence. By offering a credible, affordable alternative, it's forced a rethink on cost, capability, and sovereignty. The F-35 spell is broken. The world has options now. Sometimes the most revolutionary ideas come not with a roar, but with a clever Swedish whisper.